Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video, another preview, Boro vs Sheffield Wednesday. I am so pleased, so happy I can sit here and do a preview now instead of doing a Nations League video regarding England and the international break. That is all gone. It's not here no more. We're back to league action, we're back to football. Match day vlog out tomorrow down at Hillsborough in Sheffield Wednesday. It's going to be tough, and I say this about most teams that we play. Whenever I say that little bit of an intro, and I say however I feel, but this is genuinely going to be a tough game. These are the on form, and they're hitting form well. Technically, or should I say realistically, or whatever, they've only lost one in the last 5. I said, they're coming into this one with a pretty good record. I've actually got the record in front of me, so let's get straight into it, and let's talk everything Sheffield Wednesday for just a few minutes. But on the way, these last 5 games, we've beaten 2 teams that I think are decent. I know they both haven't hit form as yet, but they've both got good squads, being Aston Villa and Bristol City. But let's get straight into it. So their manager's got the most confusing name that I'll ever have to say. I'm sure he's called Jos or Joss Luikai. I'm going to pronounce him as. And they played at Hillsborough. Went there last season. Scenes in the away end, and actually shouted them out on my Boro Fan TV interview from last season. So if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. I think I was in WU2 or something. I was in there, shouted out every single man that was sat in that block. Unbelievable scenes in there. Ryan shot and leaped up like a salmon and put it straight in the top bin with his head. Overall, what a great away day. I remember it was Christmas time when we played them last year, and. Yeah, I say obviously, what's that game? That was obviously the sacking of Gary Monk that night. Boro came from behind, won the game, but he obviously got shown the door, and purely stepped in, and here he is still at the Boro. So let's get into it. Last 5 games, beat Villa away, actually away as well, and beat Villa, which I think is a great result in the league. Beat them 2-1. Beat Bristol City away, same as Boro did 2-1. They actually drew at home to West Brom 2-2, drew to Leeds at home 1-1, and lost to Nottingham Forest away 2-1. Now, Boro have played every single one of them teams, and I can tell you, apart from Aston Villa this season, being the 4 out of 5, I can tell you now that they are half decent teams. I know I keep saying but if you look at these past results, Bristol City away in the month of August, Boro went there, dominated, did well the first half, dominated second half. It could have been whatever's game. Leeds had the chance in the first half. I think it was Cooper with the header, and then, game went on and so on and so forth. Ended up getting a point out of it. West Brom at home, beating 1-0 last minute, Ayala. But games, again, that was a very much a tight game. Nottingham Forest at home. Our result before we went to the Nations League did us 2-0. So, I can tell that, Sheffield Wednesday have had some tough tests, along the way this season. And I think they will look at Boro and think that this is no different to whatever, you know what I mean? Because it's Boro now 4th in the league, and I think these are 6th now, Sheffield Wednesday. But the thing is, as much as they're conceding goals, they're either drawing them against half-decent teams, or they're actually beating these teams that are, maybe you would say, are better than them. Being the likes of Bristol City, being the likes of Aston Villa, that before the game you would probably back the other team to win, but it hasn't turned out that way. I'm expecting a tough game tomorrow night. I'm not going to lie to you. Hillsborough, Hillsborough is not an easy place to go. When West Brom went there, I think everybody would have backed West Brom to beat these, but it ended 2-2, and same crack with Leeds when they went there, and so on and so forth. All I'm saying is it's going to be an hard game tomorrow night, and if Boro aren't on it, if Boro come out and play the way we did against Nottingham Forest, then it could be, it could be a long night for us. But let's get into the league table. As I said, Sheffield Wednesday sit on 6th on 19 points, and they can actually take over Boro in 4th if they win this game. Whereas if Boro win the game, we can actually go top of the table, look on to Saturday, and see how it's going to go down. Leeds go to Blackburn in the early kick-off. We see what happens there. I believe Sheffield United, who are obviously top of the league right now, go to Derby. So it's one of them whereabouts, if as long as Boro get our job done, and it's sort of on the Saturday, we can chill out a little bit, but obviously just try and keep a look at them other clubs in and around Middlesbrough. See exactly how they get on Saturday. Top goal scorers, now these aren't short of goals. Sheffield Wednesday, I'll tell you right now, they're not, because they're right in front of me. Lucas Joa, 5 goals, 1 assist. The old boy Adam Reach, who's been scoring some absolute belters. He's got 4 goals, 2 assists, and Forestieri, who's obviously their main man up front, has actually got 3 goals. And that's for Boro. Sombolonga's on 4, Braithwaite's on 3, and Fletcher's on 3. And the last time these two teams met was actually on January the 30th, and it ended 0-0 and I wasn't actually at that game. I was in Florida on the beaches, and I heard the result come in 0-0, and I was a bit like, it's one of them. But of course, you know, it's a new season, and you know, it's a new season, new sort of team and whatnot. And also for Boro to come up against Sheffield Wednesday, you could say, is it a new manager? Well, I know it was a 0-0 when obviously Pulis was there, but you know, he's actually started the season now with our team, and he's obviously had that full pre-season. And it's all about how will he get on, how will he find it tomorrow. I don't see Pulis allowing Boro to go there tomorrow night and playing the same way we did against Nottingham Forest and coming out and saying, oh, it's okay, you know, because he's obviously mentioned the one day with the squad. I don't think he'll have any excuse if Boro get beat tomorrow night. I think our performance against Nottingham Forest was shocking. And I know it is what he is, but it was shocking. And I don't see Tony Pulis allowing Boro to even come away tomorrow night. And listen, if Boro get beat tomorrow night, I guarantee you this, if we get beat tomorrow night, here we'll expect 100% from them players. That if we get beat 1-0, or 2-1, or 2-0, or whatever, the only way we will not be angry tomorrow night if we get beat is if them players give 100%. And that's the same crack for me, the same as every single travelling fan. That if we go there tomorrow night, and Boro give 100%, and I mean 100%, to the point where about some lads can't even walk off the pitch because they're that knackered from trying to, you know what I mean? Then if they get beat, then I can't be angry. It's if we come off, like we did against Nottingham Forest, where I don't think we give 100%, then I'm angry with you. That's just how I see it. But in terms of positive, what you could say is, well, this is what you could say is that Pulis going to go there tomorrow night. He's going to get these lads fired up, as he will anyway. And he's going to expect 100%. He's going to expect to win, and he's going to, you know what I mean. And for me, it's like in the month of August, Boro did fantastic at just going at teams and pressuring them, and high press, getting the ball back, creating opportunity. That's what I think you want to see tomorrow night, and I think that's what he's going to want to see from tomorrow night and every single game onwards. Yes, we've been slacking a little bit, the last few weeks, and against Nottingham Forest, I think it showed that Boro haven't been the same team that we were in the month of August. In the month of August, we were blowing teams out of the water. You know what I mean? That's how I've seen it. Sheffield United at home, 3-0 in 30 minutes. Bristol City away, 2-0 at half time. We haven't seen that since. And I think tomorrow night's a perfect opportunity for us to go against Sheffield Wednesday, who are, drawing and beating, I would really say top teams, and shows exactly what the hell Boro are about. And that's what I think will happen tomorrow night, in my opinion. Get through my starting 11, and I made a change, and the change for me has to happen. He has to come back in, Lewis Wing. Why this guy isn't in the squad, I don't know. He does my head in. He has to play him tomorrow night, in my opinion. This is my 11. Going from there, goalkeeper Randolph's in goal. The back four stay the same. Shot on Ayala, Flint and Friend. Clayton Howson. Then we've got Shuey Downing. Putting Martin Braithwaite as the number 10. And Lewis Wing on the left. Or you can play on the right, whichever one. And up top of Sombolonga. It would have been Jordan Hugill, but we all seen the link-up play between Braithwaite and Sombolonga and how good it actually works. Lewis Wing getting back in that team, please, Pulis, because the guy, for me, is unbelievable. He's so young. You know what I mean? He's just had a 5-year contract to Boro. He obviously wants to be here. He obviously wants more game time. Please play him. Even on the bench, put the likes of Tavernier on there, put Chapman on there, Professor on there. For me, them lads have to be on the bench. Even Stephen Walker I put on the bench as well. But for me tomorrow night, Boro have to go there. We have to give 100%. We can't give up, man. Boro got to keep on fighting. It's all about them precious 3 points. And listen, if we get the chance again, it's almost like a chance to go top of the league once again tomorrow night. And that's how I see it is. The chance to go top of the league. I know it's only early days, but try and hit the ground running still. Try and build that gap. And the only way you can do that is being almost being at the top of the tree, trying to build that gap up. So for me, tomorrow night, the toughest going to be. I've been saying it all week, and I don't know what it is, but I've been saying 3-1 to the Boro, and that's no disrespect to Sheffield Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna, they're gonna come at us, and they're gonna want the 3 points as well. But for me, I think Boro have to go there, and we just have to make a statement. We can't allow ourselves to keep dwelling on that 2-0 defeat against Nottingham Forest, but as bad as it was, it's kind of still there. Do you know what I mean? And we have to put it to one side. I feel like the only way we can put it to one side is if we go to Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow night, and we just blitz them and we go at them. So for me, 3-1 the Boro. Let's have a proper class performance. The Boro fans are going to be loud and proud. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be another cracking away day. But it'll only be even better if Boro get the result. 3-1 Boro from me. Leave me all your starting 11 down below in the comment section. Check out all my social medias in the description. And also leave your score prediction. Like, comment, share and subscribe. And see you guys again soon. Up the Boro.